Indeed, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of photos of me using the exact same gesture. I do it with everyone, black and white, young and old, straight and LGBTQ, powerful people, friends, strangers, people who I meet on the street.
Now, Cuomo has come out. He has issued his response. He's trying to save himself, and it sounds like it completely backfired.
Yeah, so obviously this Andrew Cuomo story has been going on for months now. This investigation started back in February with the Attorney General in New York, Letitia James, officially opening that investigation into him about sexual harassment allegations from multiple staffers, multiple people that he had been interacting with. He denied it at the time. He said, I welcome an investigation, and I am confident that it will find there was no wrongdoing. Well, we did the investigation, and that's not what it found. It found that there was lots of wrongdoing. Letitia James came out yesterday and said that it's confirmed that he engaged, or at least their investigation, in their opinion, it confirmed that he engaged in sexual harassment with at least 11 women who came forward and spoke to them.
Wow.
And so she made it pretty clear that the evidence is damning and that she feels he definitely is guilty of these offenses. And instead of apologizing in any way, he continued to be defensive. He came out and made a video, which we'll show in a second. But the first thing I want to show is in the appendix of this report that was released by Letitia James, there is an email that was drafted by Chris Cuomo, the CNN anchor brother of Andrew Cuomo, and it appears that he was trying, it's on February 28th, was the exact day that Letitia James opened the investigation, and it appears that Chris Cuomo is drafting a statement for his brother to try to get him out of these allegations, or at least to try to get some heat off of him as this investigation opens. And
Chris Cuomo, CNN host.
The guy who's an objective journalist.
Objective.
We know that's not
so
true,
objective.
The guy who feels that he should be considered.
Was he the viewpoint journalist? No, that was Don Lemon. I have a viewpoint.
Yeah.
I'm not biased. I have a viewpoint. Yeah. But Cuomo, he's supposed to be a newsman, hardcore newsman.
So he continues to further the lie that he is an objective news journalist, and yet here he is helping his brother, actively drafting a statement to try to get him out of sexual harassment allegations. And he had to show yesterday, Chris Cuomo still has his nightly show on CNN, and he failed to mention the investigation at all. Not a single time did he mention the investigation. And this comes after last year he had Andrew Cuomo, his brother, on. They had giant Q-tip props, if you remember, talking about how Andrew Cuomo got tested and he has a huge nose, and it was
so it could love on him. He could give him good publicity, but anything bad, we dare not mention.
Yeah, we're not allowed to mention
even just to say, hey, folks, we recognize this is happening. I want to just tell you, I am his brother. Most of you know that. I can't cover it. CNN is going to cover it and do a great job. He couldn't even do that.
So moving on from Chris Cuomo and just talking about Andrew Cuomo, obviously we mentioned his sexual harassment allegations. He released a video yesterday in which he was trying to, I guess, prove that he is not creepy, but he didn't do a very good job, and we'll have it right here. We'll show it for you.
Indeed, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of photos of me using the exact same gesture. I do it with everyone, black and white, young and old, straight and LGBTQ, powerful people, friends, strangers, people who I meet on the street.
I think he was scratching that last guy under the chin. It
yeah,
looked like he was a puppy, kind of doing this thing.
Well, it's people he meets on the street.
People you meet on the street.
People he meets on the street. He just scratches their chin and rubs their back. It's great. It's not sexual harassment. He does it with everyone.
So meanwhile, in academia,
I'd be so uncomfortable by that.
Can you imagine if some guy walked up to you and grabbed your head like that? But meanwhile, in academe, where
I'd pull
everything
my rape whistle.
is woke as can be, if a guy looks at you the wrong way, oh my gosh, he visually raped you.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. But this guy can go out and do this stuff. And then you have stories from the women who have come forward. And it's just very uncomfortable. I was watching one of them today. Gosh, I can't remember her name, but she was saying, look, he propositioned me for sex.
Yeah.
That's if I remember correctly. That's
There are
exactly
multiple
what
women
she
who
said.
have pretty much said those words.
He was asking her about stuff with her. He was talking about how he was lonely. I think he brought up his sex life. I think he asked her about hers. I mean, this is just not.
That's not what this apology is for. So he's basically sidestepping the entire issue.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not even an apology. To be nowhere
it's not.
in that video does he apologize. Later in the video, he says, "I understand that my actions have made some people uncomfortable, and so I apologize that they felt uncomfortable." That's like something you would do if you're like a 6-year-old and you're like trying to apologize to like your brother who you
That's
did
called
something to.
gaslighting.
You're like, "Yeah, I'm sorry that you got mad about what I did, but I'm not sorry for what I actually did."